When talking about angles, there's a few names for special angles. The first one I'm going to look at is right angles. You've probably got right angles all around you right now. The corner of the screens on your computer will probably be right angles, and the corners of your doors and corners of rooms in your house will usually be right angles. Here's a rectangle, and here's a square. They've both got 4 right angles. And the symbol for right angles you might have seen in the last video is this little square shape in the corner. Normally an angle is shown with a curve, but a right angle is always shown with this square shape. Now, a right angle is always 90 degrees. And the degree symbol is that little circle up there. So it's the same as the degrees for temperature, but you just don't put this big C there. So just a small circle. And here's a protractor, which we'll look at in later videos. You can see that it is indeed 90 degrees. Let's have a look at some examples of where we can find right angles in our houses. Here's some examples then of right angles that are in the real world. You can see the corner of your television probably. As I said earlier, the corners of this computer screen you're looking at, the corner of the table, corners of doors. So there's plenty around you. There's a little challenge, maybe pause the video, see if you can find 10 right angles in the room now. Okay, let's see if we can see right angles now when they're presented in front of us. So on this screen, there are 3 right angles. Pause the video and let's see if you can find the 3 of these angles on the screen that are right angles. Okay, let's see if you were correct. We've got one here, one there, and one there. If you got those correct, well done. This one's a bit more difficult. So here's a picture. There's loads of right angles in here. I've found at least 20. So if you give the video a pause and see how many you can find. If you can get over 20, then that's brilliant. Okay, last challenge now. So there are a few of these shapes that have right angles in them. What you need to do is have a little tick in your head on what shapes you think have right angles in them. Pause the video and have a go, and then we'll see if you're correct in a minute. Okay, so number 1 doesn't have any right angles. Number 2 has got 4 right angles, so if you tick that one, well done. Number 3 has got 1 right angle. Number 4 has got 5 right angles. Number 5 doesn't have any. Number 6 doesn't have any. Number 7 doesn't have any angles at all. Number 8 has got right angles. Number 9 doesn't have any, or 10. 11 is just a square on its side, so that has got 4 right angles. And then number 12, it's a bit tricky, but there is a right angle in the bottom right corner. So if you got those correct, well done. I'd suggest trying the video on obtuse and acute angles next.